people? It's Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I create this channel to provide light and love. I'm going to be brief. It is 11:04 p.m. here in the Chicagoland area, and I've been ripping and a running all week, and it don't stop. I'll be out in the sun tomorrow at a picnic for my job, and then I have to work on Saturday, so I'm tired. Anyhow, anyway, I do have something to talk about. I want to talk about what Big Sean said, and let me see what he said. Hold on. I'm looking on the computer. Marriage to me symbolizes perfection. So the question was asked by Charlemagne the God. Why are you and Janae Aiko, how you say her name, are not married? And Big Sean said marriage symbolizes perfection to him. I would like to put a pin in there. I swear this stuff sounds like when I was in church and chit chat about marriage and perfection and all the other GI jazz. Before I get started with my little ramble bamble, you all hit me up with a like and a subscribe, and please drop me comments on this one. So, being someone who's divorced and can tell you for a fact, let me get a little closer. I'm like leaned over on this couch in a very awkward position. It's quite uncomfortable. Lean back. Lean back. As someone who's been married before, been in a long term relationship, I couldn't get that out. Short term, what I do want to tell you is nobody is perfect. No relationship is perfect. Marriage does not symbolize perfection to me. I love Big Sean for the record. But what these men and women, because we just think men are afraid to commit, men are afraid to get married. We have some women the same way. What they need to say is the gospel truth. I'm scared as hell. I do not want to commit to this one person. Marriage scares me. I'm going to lose my freedom. I'm going to lose my money. I'm going to lose my mind. I do not want to have sex with, there I go saying that word again, with one person. Say what it is. Say what you need to say, because all it is fear. Now, when I got married, I was 22 years old, 2 days shy of 23, and I don't even want to say scared, but I had been told by older people, like in their 30s and 40s, that marriage is hard, you're too young. Absolutely agree now, looking back. Absolutely. I would not recommend that you get married in your 20s. You maybe like 28, 29, but it's an individual case by case study, honestly. And if you're very mature, like maybe you went off to college, you moved out at 24, and you live your life, on your own 24 through 29. Now you're hitting 30, it's 31, 32, and you want to get married, yes. But out the gate, running to get married, I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like I want to cough. Can't find my water, of course. I just got to force myself on through this one. But, yeah, it does not, marriage isn't remotely close to perfection. What happens is you get married. I'm just using mine a bit as an example. And the first year or two, it's like riding a bike, and then you take the training wheels off, and then you get a little bit more used to each other. Toilet seat not gonna be up at night. The bills are getting paid, by somebody. Usually somebody's good with money, somebody's a spender, or you sit down and do it together. You get into a rhythm about food, or maybe you freestyle it, or however your marriage is. Some people go to the gym together. Some people go to the gym by themselves. Some people hang out at the cigar bar. Some people go to the gun range. These are hobbies. Some people do the movies together, dinner, travel. However your marriage is set up. If kids are involved, sometimes it revolves around your kids and their sports. Nevertheless, the husband and the wife, or the wife and the wife, or the husband and the husband, you have to keep dating. You communicate. Ain't nothing perfect about marriage. Nothing. Because you are flawed, they are flawed, I am flawed, and what we do is put your flaws with my flaws and all, and we rock that thing out together. Ain't no perfection in nothing on this earth because we are not perfect. We are flawed. And with marriage, it just gets better with time, preferably, hopefully, if that couple is on one accord. And I just wish for once in my life, I just wish that men and women would tell the truth. She is not the one. I just don't really care if I lose her to somebody else because she ain't it. And I'm going to tell you, you bet your bottom dollar, if that girl packed up her grip and ran and went somewhere else, and you see some man with her holding her hand, the biggest rock ever produced in life will be shining from Big Sean. Because sometimes people and women the same way, I'm not just saying men, they need to see that somebody else wants you. And it's a crock of bull. It really is. And again, I like Big Sean. I think he's too cute. Little for me, little. He looked like he's probably shorter than me. I'm 5'7". I don't know. But nevertheless, it's not about me and Big Sean. This is his thing. But yeah, I think it's a crock of, you know what, a bull. And I just think he's stalling. He don't want to marry her. He don't want to marry her. You know, that's not his person. That's how I'm feeling. And someone in the comments said, funny how people feel like this about marriage, but they'll have a baby with you. And somebody else is like, having a baby is bigger than marriage. And as much as I want to agree, they both huge to me. Because you just did a lifetime commitment with somebody. Even when you 70 or 60, you still see the mother of your child at some of those events. You still gonna see your father, your child at these events. You never get away from that person. I mean, God forbid, you just never get away from them. They're always around if they're in that child's life, even in adulthood. So I just think something's off here. Now I remember hearing this. Here I go gossiping. I tell you, I should have been a talk show person, but I guess I need to talk first, huh? Learn to talk. I heard that she was kind of chasing him around at one point. He wasn't really into her. And I don't know why. I felt like I believed it a little. You know how you hear some rumors in a rumor mill, but you can see things. And us as fans or casual fans or whatever we are, for the record, I think she's absolutely adorable. And I absolutely love her music. My girls at school, I play it for them, the clean version, while they're journaling. You know, I play it. They tell me play her songs, and they'll go back to her old stuff. They be like, play this, and it'd be from 2014. I'm like, these kids, they only 12 or 13. What they know about her 2014 songs? But I love Janae Aiko, and like I said, I already said it about Big Sean. I thought he was just too cute, adorable. I always thought he was adorable. I love his rap, but something is off. Now, what are you all thinking about that? And we have to take the blame too sometimes, us women. If you know you want to get married, you have to really stay on your course. And this is something, when I talk to you, I'm talking about me too. It's not just me picking on them. I'm talking about me too. And this is something I'm actually working on right now. I would like to get remarried ultimately after many years of divorce. So I have to stay on my course. And so, Janae Aiko, I need to not say her last name. You need to get up with me and we need to talk about some life coaching. Because on the real, it's really not about Big Sean, Lil Sean, that Sean, Deshaun, the Seans. It's about you. What do you want, Janae? And if you really want to get married, you stand on that. But they say 10 toes down and know without a shadow of a doubt you're going to get married. Now, here's the caveat for her, me, you guys, you women. It may not be, I'm not for you guys, but you are. I'm using this as an example. It may not be Big Sean. It don't matter who you marry because God gonna work that component out. You just know you're getting married. That's what it is. You stand on what you know. And so when people waste your time like this, ultimately they get dumped and then you get who you're supposed to be with. Let me tell you a little story that I've told you before, and my friend may be watching this. I don't know if she watched these videos. Very, very sweet friend from grammar school. Beautiful lady, beautiful. She worked at this job with this guy. She said he was fine as wine. He came up to her in front of her coworkers, like, speak, macking to her. I want to take you out. Her coworkers are like, woo, how embarrassing. I would have been like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. They started going out for a few months. She said they hit it off, but it was a religion difference. She's Christian and he was something else. I want to say Muslim. So it fell apart. He went to a new job. So that was the end of that. My friend met her husband of 20 some years at Bible study. My husband was deep into her faith at this point, deep into it, because she was more of a newer Christian. And when some newer Christians, they don't play. They be in their Bible, they be in Bible study. And she, to this day, she the same way. She never wavered from her faith. And she met this gentleman, and they got married because I was at the wedding within 6 months, and they have been married for 20 some years. So roll back the camera. That guy came back a few months later after they broke up, asking for her by her maiden name. And her sister happened to work there too. He was like, oh, I want to speak to so-and-so. And she was like, she here? And he was like, I just called and her name don't come up no more. Oh, she got married. Her new name is 111. He got her on the phone. How you just gonna jump up and marry somebody? I was gonna marry you. No, dude. You snoozed and you lost. You snooze, you lose. This lady is now married. And I'm so proud of her. And I always like telling that story. And I wish more would do that. Me included. I'm telling you, I throw myself under the bus right with you all. I'm not throwing you all under the bus, but you know what I'm saying. I just keep it real with you all because that's how I connect with my people. But we need to go on down that street. And it's going to be a lot of men and a lot of women. They are going to have regret. They may never tell you, but you are going to be the one that got away, and they are going to be kicking themselves for the rest of their life. And every now and again, you will hear somebody say, I messed up one time. I really had a good match, and I let her get away. Because what you deem as just mediocre, when you say, I'm not ready to marry them, is somebody else chomping at the bit that's been waiting for a beautiful lady like that, and they are ready. It is a man out there waiting for Janae if she will let go. It is a lady out there waiting for some of these guys if they would let go of that lady that don't act right. So a lot of times people are blockers. They shouldn't even be in our life. They're holding up a space for someone who would say, I do, and I do right now. They're not waiting for perfection that don't exist. How could marriage resemble perfection or mean perfection when we flawed? I think it's just a stall tactic. You're a rapper, you're good with your words. No. We not buying that because we know he's smarter than that. He too suave for that. I'm like, nah. Come again with something else. Just say she not the one, And it's already humiliation to me because now you sitting up there saying all that, and then he was like, it's not perfect. Well, yeah, none of our stuff is perfect. I talk to somebody who's been married 30 years. They'll tell you she cheated, I cheated. I left one time, I came back. I had to sleep on the couch before. It's a lot of stuff goes on in marriage. Some days you can't stand them. Some days you looking at them like they the love of my life. I'm so glad I'm married. And I mean, it's relationships. We stressed out, especially 2024. Stress is at an all-time high. And you're trying to maintain. You're trying to pay your bills. You're trying to save money. You're trying to prepare for retirement. I got dishes in my dishwasher right now. I got clothes I still didn't fold. Paying bills. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Ain't nothing perfect about my life. Nothing's perfect about your life. It's not supposed to be. Marriage is a journey of self-discovery and a journey of partnership. And you win, I win. You eat, I eat. And we rock it out together. And guess what? When you sick, I'm supposed to be there to help you. For richer or poorer, in sickness and in health. And those are the vows. And that's it. Never said nothing about imperfection and perfection with a BBL. You know what I'm saying? This is man-made stuff. No flaws. No flaws. Where's that in the vows? You're gonna be very challenged. You're gonna be you're gonna lose jobs. He could lose a record deal. You could be in a bad car accident. People pass away. People get sick. Kids disappoint you. Somebody might cheat. God only knows. The sky's the freaking limit in a bad way sometimes. Life be life in, and we are flawed, and we are people. We make bad decisions, and ordinary people. That song matches every relationship. We just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. And then that hook part. Sometimes we live and learn. Sometimes we crash and burn. Sometimes we stay. Sometimes we go. Maybe you'll return. Sometimes, sometimes we'll never find. Maybe we grow. We'll never know. Baby, you and I. We just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. It didn't say nothing about perfection. That is a hell no. And you know it's a crock of beef. So don't believe the hype. Ladies, listening to me under the sound of my voice, if you want to get married, eventually we got to remove these placeholders and stand on God's word and go on and get our husband. Men, you want to get married, this lady playing games, she don't want to marry you, she give you a hard time, she being difficult and ungrateful. We got to remove the placeholder and get our lady. Okay? It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be work, just like your job, just like raising your kids, just like losing weight, just like paying off your debt, just like buying your house, just like starting your business, just like keeping up your business, just like being a son, a daughter, a sister, a brother, a father, a mother. All this stuff is work. Being a friend is work. Being an employee is work. Owning my own business is hella work. So, no. Don't believe the hype. You all got this. You all know what we got to do. All right, I just had to jump in on that because I thought it would be a real important topic. I like it. 11:21. I like using celebrities because it's relatable. We can dig that. All right, I'm going to drop this video so you all can see it tonight and tomorrow. Have a beautiful night. God bless you all. Thank you for all your support as always. Bye.